Cracked pickleball? Don't throw it away. I'm going to show you how I turned these 3 cracked pickleballs into different succulent planters. I'll talk about finding the right plants and how to take care of your pickleball planter because these are made to last. 002, let's start. I like to start where the crack is. This one has a very large crack, which is a great place to start cutting. I just kind of like to draw lines, you know, from hole to hole. So I have these wire cutters. They are old, they're not very sharp, but they're fine for a pickleball. If anybody has a better idea on how to cut the circle for the plant into these pickleballs, let me know in the comments. I would really appreciate it. All right, look at that. So I got it off. I have my plastic bag. The plastic bag is gonna go inside this pickleball because I put soil in it. What's gonna happen? It's gonna start falling out of the bottom and it's not going to stay there as I water it. What I need to do is lock that soil in. And I'm gonna kind of just fill in the hole here with the bag. I'm going to draw a line that's going to have the bag hanging a little bit over. Now I do that because when I cut it, I'd rather have more and cut it to be right. Household scissors will work for this. Again, do not use these to cut your pickleball. I put that back in there. I'm gonna slowly put soil in. I'm not gonna fill the whole bag right away. This is not a fast process. This is kind of the most important process. You'd rather not get a big piece of that bag stuck down in there, you know? Smaller scissors work good, like craft scissors. I could have got those, but these also will get the job done. Just seeing a little bit of bag there, but I'm gonna be able to tuck that in once I get the plant inside. When you're picking plants for your pickleball planter, you can go in a couple different directions. The first one I did, as you can see here, I put multiple plants in there that are gonna kind of shoot out and do their own thing. For this one, I wanted to find one single plant, and I'm gonna choose one of these, this Echeveria here, to go into the pickleball. If you don't have extra plants lying around to put inside your pickleball planter, you'll probably have to go and buy some, which is actually really fun because you can buy different plants to put in there or a single plant. Hey, even walk into your local nursery with a pickleball walking around being like, how is this gonna look? How is this gonna look? They might look at you and be like, well, what are they doing? But that will help you visualize in a way. For this one, it has a long stem. Cut this off like this at an angle. Okay, so you're probably thinking, why would I do that? Well, fun fact, if I cut off the rooted stem and replant this, new babies will shoot out and I can save that. And this particular Echeveria propagates very easily from cuttings. So what you're probably gonna end up doing is putting a cut directly into the plant and then snugging it in there real good. Plants do better when there's drainage so that water can't build up after you water it. I'm gonna turn it over and I'm going to poke holes in the bottom of my Ziploc bag. I'm using a small screwdriver. You can do this with many things. And what that's gonna do is it's going to allow water to come out, but they're small enough holes that it's gonna keep the soil in there, right? Now that I have my plant inside its new pickleball home, I've got to figure out what am I going to put it in. Pickleball is round, obviously, so if I set it down, it's staying like that for now, but it won't with any movement, wind, you water it, it's gonna tip right over, right? And that's a problem. The easiest method is to find a small pot with a hole in it that is a little bit smaller than the pickleball, and you can just set the pickleball on it right like that. So when I water it, it'll drain right out, no problem. This next pickleball planter method is by far my favorite. Instead of cutting a hole in the top like I just did, I'm going to put plants coming out of each of the holes. I don't want to make this hole too big because this is going to go on the bottom, and I need to have enough room to just get the bag inside of it and fill it with soil. So I'm going to put the bag inside. This time though, I'm gonna really fill it with soil. I'm not gonna cut it until I absolutely need to. I'm gonna fill it in get it, shove the soil in there as well as possible. Be careful not to dump this out, because once you start cutting around it, it's really hard to get the plastic bag back in there. I've got my container filled with soil. I have my pickleball filled with soil and upright, obviously. Now, the most important part of this comes right now, and it's the only challenging part, and it's that I just need to flip this pickleball onto here without getting any soil out. I don't want anything coming out of there. I want to maintain the packed soil in there. All right, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so now I'm going to use this paper clip as a poker, and I'm going to poke holes in each one of these holes, because that's where a plant's going to go. And if I poke a small hole, it's going to help the plant stay, as you'll see very shortly. I just went around my succulent gardens. I got a bunch of different cuttings, colors, sizes, varieties. So I'm going to take these cuttings and I'm going to begin to put them inside the pickleball. And then as I go, I'm going to take leaves off of them, because every leaf for most of these will propagate into a new succulent. I'm going to keep the length just enough to hang inside of there. So let's go with the first one. I choose there. Nice. I want to create a sharp end, so when I push it in there, it goes a lot smoother. If you push the plastic too far in, then it's going to be really hard to get these in there. So eventually they'll kind of spread out and you'll be able to see the pickleball a little bit better. Voila, look at that. Nice, I like it, I like it, I like it. All right, it's time for the third and final pickleball planter technique that I've done. And with this one, I'm going to use plants that are geared towards those that live in colder climates. I'm essentially going to have the ball sit flat and have a hole in the top. So if you don't want to put it in a container like this or this is your other option. So I need the pickleball to sit on this flat and not move, not be able to roll. So the bottom has to be flat and there needs to be an opening on the top for the plant like this one. So I'm going to start out by cutting out the top portion, so then I can pick out exactly where I need to go on the bottom to level it out so it can sit there. Now the bottom hole doesn't need to be as big. It just needs to be made so that this will sit flat. Just for a better perspective, I'll just kind of draw a Sharpie around the area that I'm not going to exactly follow this Sharpie, but that's the zone I'm looking for right there. All right, let's see, is that flat? Oh yeah, that's enough. Once I fill it with dirt, look, it's not moving around. If I try to roll it, it's not rolling. Mission accomplished. Since this hole is exposed on the bottom, I don't think just the sandwich plastic bag is going to hold up very well. So I got a little bit of this fabric landscape map here that water goes through, and it's pretty tough. Cut out a circle, a generous one, because I want to make sure that it stays in there and covers that hole. And then I'm just going to go in there and I'm going to put that down in there so that it covers it up. All right, cool. These right here are my cold weather succulents. They are a variety called sedum. They can withstand very chilly temperatures. So these are an ideal choice if you're doing a pickleball planter and you want it to be outside, but you live somewhere where it gets pretty darn cold. As you can see, this is a variety of different sedums packaged together. These are pavers, so like in theory, you would pick this up and go like put it somewhere and it would expand for landscaping. And you'll notice as I'm cutting them that there's already some roots coming off of these as they grow longer. These sedum, they propagate very, very easily. So although I'm putting these in as cuts, within a matter of weeks, they're gonna be well rooted into this new pickleball over here. Got my sedum, got my pickleball here, and now I'm going to start planting them, because I just want to try to like poke these in, you know, and not have to pack them in too much. All right, so I cut off the excess plastic. I kind of stuffed it in there. The plants are in there. I think it's gonna look pretty cool, especially once these kind of like get rooted in there. They're gonna start popping out of there. I did totally forget to put holes on the bottom of the plastic bag there. So I'm just going to kind of put a little pressure and just go poke with these. They're pretty sharp. Yep, boom, boom, boom. Awesome, pickleball planter, there we go. No matter what style pickleball planter you make, watering is pretty easy. You can either pour water right on top of it or dunk it, and they really don't need a lot of water anyways if you're using succulents. Finding a place for your pickleball planter is fairly simple. You can put it outside where it's going to get plenty of sunshine, or inside near a window where it will either get sunlight or enough indirect light that the plants don't stretch. Hopefully you'll try and make your own pickleball planter. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you on the court.